catch them. It's a kind of a wattle, but one I haven't seen before. And I really should stop and have a close look at it, but I'm on a roll and I want to get to a certain town by tonight. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter. I'm way ahead of schedule, but in a single day, the number of different changes in landscape, vegetation, microclimate, even the colour of the soil, how the air moves around, the shades in the trees. It's quite amazing. You can see all the mistletoe hanging from here, like just big chunks of mistletoe. And interesting enough, there's someone lives down that road. Went through a little town before by the name of Carroll, which I think is funny considering my former friend Carol. The town looks like my former friend Carol, actually. Yeah, really like a shanty town out of I don't know, Africa or something. I don't know, but junk all through the yards. Rocky glens around here. House there. So they own a lot of land, these guys out here, but you got to work it to get your money off it. It's drought, it's flood, it's tyranny of distance, miles away from anywhere really. So I always admire these country folk and how they do make a living, and they generally become quite wealthy in the end, because if you do work the land long enough and do it smart, or do minerals or whatever, you're just extracting things really and putting a premium on selling it. So they generally own the land too from warmer years, so when they're close to little towns they can sell a bit of the land, put a house on it and stuff like that. The sun's come back out. I'm really in love with it. And I always was, but it's nice to kind of fall in love with it again. And most of my viewing of areas in Australia like this were when I was young, in my childhood, with parents who drove along these roads with us as kids. I went through a section of road just outside Armidale, a little S-bend with poplar trees lining it, which I was absolutely obsessed with when I was younger. I drew it and drew it and drew it. I drew it so many times. And it's funny, there's a few little sections along that stretch of road that look similar. And I thought I'd found the spot and I thought I must have added the S myself, but no, there was a section up further which had this beautiful S-bend with the poplars in different shades of green and yellow. Standing to attention beside the S-bend, and a little further up the road was like, I guess, just like a big bit of dark foresty bit, and when I drove past that when I was a kid I was fascinated by it. It seemed so big and mysterious and dark, and with adult eyes it's actually just a little corner of a bit of a property. It's not even that big at all. I was surprised to see it and recognise it, because like in my mind it's much taller and much more foreboding bit of forest. So